is a good time to renew all your license, get your compact license in place, because the economy is slow and you need choices. I know a lot of your nurses are home thinking about what next. Or maybe you, like the others, don't need to work. You're rich. You have other things going on, and bedside nursing is not on your mind. So I'm here to talk to the ones who are contemplating other fields or want to go somewhere else because it's slow in their state. You know, you hear a lot about get all your records in place, have your files updated, ready to go as a travel nurse. I have to be honest, I've slackened up. The other day it caught me off guard. A position came up, but my files wasn't up to date, so it passed me. I never want to do that again, because you never know when a good assignment will come up and you not having the choice to go. For those of you who are about to retire, this may not be affecting you. But not all nurses can afford to retire. They have side jobs, yes, but they are still working to fuel the jobs that they're created. Had I known a while ago, I would have started early getting the side job in place. But I was relying on working as a nurse for the long term. But lately, I don't know if it's the economy that we are mostly at home wondering when is the next position is going to come. I'm like everybody else. I'm not in the place that I want to be. I have a PRN job. So I wanted to come out here and talk about compact license. Not in depth, because if you don't know about compact license, I'm asking you that you look it up. But the reason why I wanted to come out here, because sometime it might be slow in your state. A lot of states are going compact, which means, I'll just give you a little bit, that you can work in that state that is, if you have a compact license from your state. Like, for example, I have a compact license in Georgia. I could work in Missouri. I could work in Alabama, Tennessee, Washington. Pennsylvania is going compact. I'm not really sure if they got there yet. Don't worry about New York. They'll never go compact. I think it's a money thing. But I kind of like the compact in a way, because then you have one license. You still have to do some CEU though. So anyway, I remember a long time ago, when I first moved to Georgia and I had difficulty finding a job, and I reached out, was talking to some of the elders, and they said, why don't you move? Move. And, you know, it's easy for people to say move. I can't get up and move. Once you buy a house, once you have kids in the school, you find it kind of difficulty at times to say, let's get up and go. Especially now, I think more so it's what's going on politically. But having that compact license, yes, it helps a lot. Because if nothing is going on in your state, you can find something in Missouri. You can find, I'm not going in Alabama. You can find something in all the states that are considered compact. You can work there. The other day I met a nurse. She's from Florida. She's working in Georgia under her compact license. She moved to Georgia. I don't know how that worked. Someone would have to explain. I thought if you move, I guess you could keep it compact because Georgia is also a compact. But she's working under her Florida license. Like I said, I don't know how that worked. Anyway, so you don't have to stay, or you don't even have to move. You would take a short assignment in Florida, a short assignment somewhere else that is compact. So it's very important that you get your compact license if your state provides it. Even New Jersey. I never thought I would see the day where New Jersey, after I had just gotten my license reinstated, cost a lot of money because I had let it lapse for a long time. And just when I got it back, an agency, thanks to them, gave me that license back. And now Jersey is a compact state. So it's very important to have your records up to date, your physicals, stuff that travel nurses usually have in place. But sometimes we take for granted that, we're getting it done, and we delay and delay. And then a position comes that we really want and we don't get it because the files are not up to date. So it's just a little video to tell you, get your records in straight, get it straight, get your records straight. Because I just see that the way nursing are going now, I've been in the dump, a little disappointed with the position, with nursing on a whole, how we treat others, how the facility reel you in with this vision, and you believe in their vision, and when you get there, it's a whole different story. And so those things bothers me, because when I take a position, I take it wholeheartedly to be there, to be loyal, and it's not there anymore. It's just a bunch of get them in, get them out, and if they leave, who cares? Let them go. If they don't want to work here, go. They don't even want to know why there is a high turnover. And for the life of me, I cannot comprehend why is it that the facility does not understand, does not take the time to learn why are these nurses quitting. That's not a priority. It should be a priority, because if I'm in leadership, I want to know, what is it? We got the pay on board, at least they think they do. And sometimes they do have the pay on board, but the nurse still quit. Is it that they feel disrespected? We never know. They will never know why, because they don't care. That's my conclusion, and I'm sticking to it. The facility don't care if it's a revolving door. They hire people who do things. You I don't know what to say. It's just I just been under the weather, just thinking about, and I really shouldn't be thinking about nursing this much. But I know there's new nurse coming in and they come into the facility and they have hopes and dream because they believe that they're going to grow. And then all of a sudden you see them 2 days and then you don't see them. So these things bothers me a lot. So how I deal with it, I know I have a compact license. I know I can work in California. I know I can work in every state that I have license, and some I don't. I'll just go get it. It may take a while, but you know what? It's not that the grass is greener, because it's the same thing in every state. The same situation that I'm feeling, or the same situation that is going on in Georgia, and how I'm feeling as a staff nurse, I think it's all over. Across the board, nurses are feeling it. Bedside nurses are feeling. And that's why majority of them are leaving. So sometimes we think that, oh, I have a compact, I have everything in place. Let me go try this state. And then when you get there, the first few days, it's the honeymoon phase. Oh, I like this job. I'm going to stay. The pay is just up my alley. And then when you get there, I know it's time to leave when the sadness come on for me. And I know I can't stay in that each day. I regret going. Because, one of the things that I notice in nursing, and I'm pretty sure in any corporation, when you speak up, you're branded. Nothing you say, and it's spread like wildfire about you, they already don't want to hear what you have to say. I had a new nurse, new nurses are getting the positions. I wouldn't say because the older nurses are passed over. Some of us, experienced nurses, I should say, not older nurses, experienced nurse just don't gravitate to these positions like supervisor or charge or managerial position. It's the new nurses. So one new nurse, he's a supervisor. He was like, with his hands motion in my face. And he's saying, how long you say you a nurse? And I'm looking at him. He's the one that, let me tell you what happened. There was a situation that came up. And I was there, worked 12 hours. And I have far to go. I don't live around the area. So I have like maybe 2 hours. I would say 1.5 hour drive one way to that facility. And so all the nurses left and no one came to relieve me. The other nurse came in and she said, which I understand if you explain it to me honestly, that she's not going to take report for my side. She's not going to take report from me, because she has her side, and if she's been doing it every day just to get us to go home, they may think that she can do the 2 floors, and she's tired of doing that. And I said, I understand. Don't start something if it will continue, because now they're going to expect you, you might just not have a nurse, period. So I was talking to her, they said somebody's coming, but I didn't know who. And so I went in the med room and I talked to the nurse on the other side, and she got a phone call. While we was talking, while I was in the med room, the phone call came through her phone. It was the supervisor that worked with me at night. And he told her, he's almost home. If not, I'm assuming he's almost home because he already left the building. He called her on his phone, the other nurse, to tell me that he forgot to tell me that I don't have a nurse coming in, but they're looking for a nurse. They're going to call a few people, and someone's supposed to come in by 9. I felt that why would he call that nurse on her private phone to tell me when he could have called the floor, tell me, he see me all night, and he could have told me that or figure out how to get a hold of me. He's a supervisor. He has all of our numbers, I assume. I'll give him a pass because he's new. So anyway, but he could have called the floor and speak to me. If I didn't go in that med room, he called her. And so because I walked in, she said, well, you tell her she's right here. And so he basically was telling me that he forgot to tell me that the nurse, and he's on his way home, that the nurse is they're going to call the DON to get a nurse, because she had the list, to come in to relieve me. And he said, it wasn't genuine. I'm sorry. I didn't take it as being genuine because I forgot what I said to him. I'm like, I think I said, I've seen you all night. You came back and forth because he's new and he's checking .t, make sure you do this. I don't repeat myself, and condescending the way he talked to people, with his hand motion in your face, like, but I was calm. And I said, but you see me all night. Why you didn't tell me? Well, I said I was sorry, So I took it as nothing and I didn't continue with it. The next day I come to work. Can I talk to you? I said, okay. Here we go. I became the angry black woman now. You were kind of rude to me on the phone. It's always when you speak the truth. I don't know, maybe it's me. It's not fear that I should be the angry black woman. I made a mistake. I did not do anything wrong. I needed to know, how could you forget something like that? And if you do, on your way home, try to call me, not call the other nurse for the nurse to come tell me. If I hadn't walked in there, she probably would have came and told me. So I felt some kind of way. And then you turn it around to bring me in this conversation. Step aside. Can I talk to you outside for a minute? You were very rude. You were very rude to me. You the supervisor. I respect everybody who's in charge. I give them their respect. And you turn around and say, I'm the rude one. I'm the angry black woman. You can't win. You just can't win. Either you shut your mouth and let them run all over you and it's be okay. And I kind of feel suffocated because that facility is predominantly male. And I see that you won't have a voice there. So I've been under the dump. Yeah. I felt like there's no reason for me to feel stuck due to the limitations of my career. Because once I have a compact license, I've just been a little lazy to get back into travel nursing. But I decided that's what I need to do to refresh that feeling, because there's no limitation in nursing. If you feel stuck, you want to get out of your rut, you have a compact license, Don't hesitate. Don't let anyone make you feel less about yourself. So my recommendation is a short assignment in another state or another place if you live in Georgia, you live in Pennsylvania, wherever, to refresh your mind, see new people, and don't take what that person make you feel. Don't take it personally. I'm the type, let it go. And I told him, he had a paper in his hand. I said, you gonna write me up? I was like, wow. That's all I said, wow. But he didn't. He didn't. Good for him. Good for him. So don't feel stuck that you can't go nowhere. If you have the compact license, you could take a 4-week assignment. Now I'm seeing 26 weeks. You might not want to be away from home that long. 13 weeks if you can handle it. But going somewhere, it's like walking away from somewhere else, moving to someplace and get a breath of fresh air. That's all I can say. Try something new. If you think that if you're a psych nurse and you're tired of the personalities that you deal with in terms of the staffing, then go to correction. Correction is, I would suggest, that's a little harder because for me, it's a lot of cursing. It's a lot of people that's negative. The energy is heavy. And so you might want to do clinic nurse. May want to work day shift. You may want to get off a night shift. So you have to balance it. But I think when you move away from that, you can actually feel better. And so I wanted to come out here. I miss talking to y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feeling as a nurse at this point in your career. Most of the nurses I've met over the years, change for them was becoming a nurse practitioner. I wonder how it is now. A lot of people have moved on out of the bedside, and they still seems like they're in the rut still. So it's time to move, do something. I want to do more volunteering. That's my goal. But here I am. If you like this video, please share. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to hear. And I will try to make it happen. Have a wonderful day or night in your state or your country.